WYCE. So we had two tracks that played there. We started this show with latest from singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist Mark Lavengood, the single Wake Up, which he released last week, and he also premiered a new video for the track at the Nomad Gallery earlier this week. Lavengood has been releasing a steady string of singles in this year. In fact, this is his seventh in 2019, and it was recorded at Second Story Sound and Third Coast Recording Company. Backing vocals on that track, the Crane Wives. Also, we had the debut single from Grand Rapids singer-songwriter and musician Elijah Russ. The title of the track is Mind Your Business. Elijah Russ is performing a solo show at Graydon's Crossing in Grand Rapids at 5 p.m. on this Sunday, August 25th, and at Champs in Middleville on August 28th, and also Big O's in Grand Rapids on August 29th, and his quartet at August 30th at Garage Bar and Grill. The man is busy, folks. Elijah Russ. Another busy man is hanging out with me right here in the studio, Mr. Jordan Hamilton. Jordan, how's it going?
It's going all right. Yeah.
In my notes here, it has from John Singovich to welcome you, and it also has your cell phone number, so I'll go ahead and read that out over the air, too. Does that work? Man, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. I'll tell you what, we're going to chat a little bit and get some promotion for some of these shows, and certainly that new album that you have out, My Thoughts Are. But you're sitting here all ready to rock with the cello, so why don't we get started with a song?
Word.
It's Jordan Hamilton right here on WYCE.
It's 1:30 again, locals arguing us two. They say boys don't cry, but I cry for you. And I thought we'd made it past the hard times. Another notch on the bell to tighten, but this time, babe, the weight is too much. And there's no songs on the weekend, and there's no songs on the weekend. Woke up this morning, got my check in the mail. It's the perfect time and it's the birthday for my little girl. And on that day I lost your mother, and you're the spitting image of her. But don't cry, babe, you're very much worth those no songs on a weekend, those no songs on a weekend. In the moment, never saw my blessings to focus on negativity. I reckon too died for light of heart broke to play my part late to strong my start code to share my warmth. And I wanna be a star one day, bright and warm even in the cold dark space. Please charge it to my head, not to my heart. Probably do it again if not for search within. And did it make your head one spin? Like drinking 40 ounces of loco, mixed with gin. Then turn around and play merry-go-round like 10 kids, knowing darn well I shouldn't have done it. I gave blood to 10 a.m. Respect them all, still are bad men. I can still have a chance to be president. I should focus more on love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. Focus more on love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. Still, through bad times, we have those. Love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. Love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. And still, through bad times, we have those. Love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. Love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. And still, through bad times, we have those. Love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. Love, peace, gratitude, forgiveness. And still, through bad times, we have those. is one again. Local singing songs, us two.
That's live music right here in Studio X on WYCE from Jordan Hamilton. His new album, My Thoughts Are, came out earlier this month. Jordan, tell us a little bit about the album, how things been going.
It's been great.
Yeah?
I really enjoy recording the record. So this is the second part of a 3-part series that I'm doing for Renland. My Thoughts Are of this world, not from this world. And this is the project that I sort of tried to mimic my thoughts and try to make the sound like thoughts and
Sure.
whatever thoughts are to you. But to me, they're like here and there, and they just go from all these different topics. So I tried to make this album a good representation of that.
Sure, and you're a part of a lot of different projects. We'll talk about that in a minute. But
Right.
this, of course, is you. This is Jordan Hamilton,
Right.
And certainly with lyrically and My Thoughts Are and sort of the concept, as you said there. Tell me a little bit, even just instrument-wise. Is it you the whole time? Do you have some of guest musicians perform with you, or is it similar like when we come see you live with the loop and everything like that?
Right. So it's there's a lot of cello in the record, but I didn't want this just to be another like string album where people get to hear cello not playing classical music. I kind of wanted the cello to sort of substitute all the roles that you hear in modern music. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of cello, but the cello doesn't sound like the cello. So it sounds like a collaboration with a lot of different people, which I did also collaborate with a lot of people. A lot of people from Last Gasp. Jay Jackson has a feature. Alex Hoyle has a feature as well. Jessica, there's a lot of people, bass players, guitar players that feature on the record, but a lot of it is still cello.
Sure, yeah.
Right.
And when you're writing the music, are you thinking about performing it live as well? Is that sort of got to be in your head,
Right.
or are you able to just kind of, let's do whatever on the record and I'll figure out later kind of how I might perform this live?
Right, there's a little bit of both. A lot of these songs, some of them I performed live already, and then some of them I'll be performing live on this stretch of shows. And so, yeah, it's a mix between that. None of the songs are going to sound the same as the record. I tried to give myself the creative space to be making a record versus making like a demo of my live performance, which is not what a record is supposed to do.
Sure.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no. And then performing live, I'm sure you're out. Are you getting a chance to really play and promote this? You're involved with so many other things as well.
Right.
Did you have to kind of tell yourself, all right, don't take on too many other gigs. I want to get out there on my own to perform this album?
Right. Well, there's a mix of both. I really love performing with the Last Gasp Collective, so I typically leave space to do 3 acts, my solo act, and then Last Gasp Collective, and then play with Seth Bernard as well. Mm-hmm. I find that any other gigs, I really just try and be healthy and saying no.
Yeah.
Because I don't do well at that at all. But, yeah, I have to sort of limit that time to make shows for these three groups.
I like that, being healthy and saying no. I need to I need to say that over and over in my head again.
Right.
It's okay to say no.
Right.
Now, Last Gasp Collective, of course, our listeners know well from WYCE, as well as performing at Graham on the Green this year. And we all, of course, know Seth Bernard. Tell me a little bit about touring and performing with Seth. How did that kind of come about, and how does that work out? Is it just the two of you performing together?
So Seth anybody that knows Seth is he performs with tons of musicians around the Michigan area. And I've seen him play with at least like 5 or 6 bands since the time that I've been in Michigan, at least. But the act that I play with him is a duo set, and then I play with him in a quartet. And we just tour around and we play a really sort of intimate duo set that I don't know how to really explain it, but it really allows the cello to stretch out and act like a bass, but also a cello, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. And his songs are very provocative in finding out ways that we can live together, all human beings, and really take the privileged resources and give them to the people that don't have those resources. And I really can get behind that, and I really enjoy that sort of act or that service that we do when playing that music and having people think about those topics. So that's kind of what
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with all these projects we're talking about, you actually have several upcoming dates with all of them, really. So our listeners could get a chance to see the many different types of things. Now, one is this weekend at Willow Song. You'll be solo and with Last Gaffs?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Looks like Saturday, 6:15 at Willow Song would be your solo set, and 10:30 is Last Gasp.
Correct.
Okay, I'm getting it.
And that's just like the two. And then I have going to Hollerfest tonight to play with Last Gasp. And then on Sunday, I'll be playing for Graped Out, which is a local wine curator here, created by George Walker. And then, I'll be doing a sling of shows with that. Playing with Eli Khan up in Grand Rapids on September 12th, I believe, or 12th or 13th, at Yote Social Club, which is an alternative social media group to Facebook that's here in Grand Rapids.
And it looks like you're with Seth at Cultivate Coffee.
Exactly.
On September 1st. And then, of course, you'll be at Earthwork.
Exactly. Right. And who knows what I'll be playing there. Usually when I get there, it's like, yo, you want to play cello? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here,
You got a busy September, man.
Hey, I got busy up until November. I think I'm playing shows every weekend until December 3rd through 6th. Those are my last sling shows, and then I'm going to be healthy and say no.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Until March.
But you're also being healthy playing music too, right? That's what you love to do.
Exactly.
Well, again, for our listeners, we're talking here with Jordan Hamilton. This is Local Spins on WYCE, of course, featuring local, regional Michigan, West Michigan, and all over Michigan music. And Jordan has a new album out, My Thoughts Are. So he joined us in here today, talked a little bit about his upcoming shows. But I'll tell you what, Jordan, we'd love to hear another tune from you.
Cool. So this is the last song from the record. This song is called Seeds. And I dedicate this to the people that are planting seeds. Plant my seeds in time of past. Now I see how they will grow. Will we make it? Will we find it? Won't see stars if they don't glow. Won't sail far if wind never blows. Will we make it? Will we find it? It's pretty cool to be seen, but I'd much rather be heard. Whatever happened to that dream preferred? In those words of Jay Jackson, I must turn around and mind my affection for action to bring attraction to things that I deserve. I never asked to be dirt, I never asked to be God, but I pass on these things that bring down my vibe. Not only do I survive, but I'm built to thrive. So when I cry, finally feel what hides deep inside these very walls they like to call the act of being a man. But will we understand that leave no memes, take a hand and take a stand against the plan to bury your heart, you play a part, unearth those walls, meet your cause, share with all your bright, your glow till it's a star, 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 star. And I got my 10 cards in my pocket. Can't stop you, can't lock you till I get a portion of the world's largest market. So mark it in your heart if you got a problem with the goatee. That's only something you could take up with the one that make it. They say to understand the problem, you gotta break it into parts. Is that why we're tearing this earth apart? I can't fathom what we'll be in 50 years. Only to imagine be swallowed with tears and drowning in fear. So forgive me if it sounds like I'm coming off harsh, but what the f are we doing if we ain't trying to keep this world from falling apart? So start your journey to source. source, the cause, the force ain't force. It's lured within the kin. So get your friends and notice that we all in this together. It's the only way we're gonna calm this storm and make perfect weather. They say we got 99 primes, but we choose to solve none. So until then, I get my portion to make 90 for fun. Cause I got my 10 cards in my pocket. Can't stop it, can't lock it. Till I get a portion of the world's largest market. So market in your heart to figure out a problem with the go see. That's only something you could take up with the one that made it. Cause I plant my seeds in time of past. Now I watch life do the rest. And yes, I know life is growth to change, but I hope stays the same. I plant my seeds in time of past. Now I watch life do the rest. And yes, I know life is growth to change, but I hope stays the same. 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 Plant my seeds in time of past. Now I watch life do the rest. And yes, I know life is growth to change, but I hope stays the same. I plant my seeds in time of past. Now I watch life do the rest. And yes, I know life is growth to change, but I hope stays the same. 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 Stays the same.
Well, that's live music right here in studio at WYCE from Jordan Hamilton. The new album is My Thoughts Are, a track from that album that he just performed there. And it really is, of course, I'm sure our listeners are enjoying listening. It's really fun to watch you work. It's cello, but so many different looping pedals and different pedals and things you work with. I think my favorite thing there is how you were able to control the volume with your foot. I mean, that's like a skill. Like, he's like, it's a volume knob, and he's got his tennis shoe on top of it. I'm like, the dude is fading it out right now with that. It's impressive, man.
That was definitely the first time I did that.
Really? I thought you'd just try it live on the radio.
Right,
why not?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, that was really cool, man. So again, well, Jordan, first of all, thanks for being here. Always good to see you.
Yes.
And you can catch Jordan this weekend performing with the Willow Song Music Festival, or out at Willow Song Music Festival this Saturday, doing a solo set at 6:15, and then Last Gasp Collective plays at 10:30. Now, Willow Song is just about an hour north of here in Sydney. And because that festival is kicking off today, we're going to lead out of this playing another track from a band performing there this weekend. So we'll have a track. This is Deep Greens and Blues, and it's I Don't Want You from the band's latest album, Roll On, right here on 88.1 FM.